What an incredible time it is to be practicing dentistry right now. The Shining Elite scanner has really simplified and made my removable workflows even easier. I have been testing this scanner and I'm on my 100th denture with it. And I've been doing digital dentures for a very long time, relying on all digital impressions. And I even had a denture business that we did just dentures at my denture care shop, and we did about 1,000 dentures a year. This is the easiest way I've ever done dentures. And this is real time, guys. I am not speeding up this footage at all here for the live scanning. Now, one thing I'm going to tell you is you need to understand retraction. One thing that we teach at the Mod Institute when you come for our denture courses is scanning. How do you get good retraction? There's a few tips and tricks with retractors on the market that you could use. And I think it's important to understand the workflow and scan pattern that I use. And the other thing that I like to teach is, okay, so you have a scan of an edentulous maxilla like here. It is beautiful, but how do you actually mark your borders? I teach about mucostatic impressions and where to add back selective pressure to the denture on the digital design process. And I'm a big proponent of actually teaching the design as well so that you understand what's all involved, especially with the powerful workflows in exocad. And for me, because I do same-day dentures, I like to do the design in-house so that I could actually provide a same-day denture to a patient. Now, this scanner is absolutely a Lamborghini when it comes to edentulous arches. This scan here took me about a minute to do, and it was effortlessly done. Now, on the lower, because we're doing a partial denture, I am going to have the AI on. You would have noticed on the upper, I turned it off. The AI on, I'm scanning by myself here, and I'm kind of rushed on this scan. And one thing I will tell you, if you have the AI on, it's really easy. The software just kind of knows what the tongue and cheeks are, so it doesn't accidentally allow you to scan all that stuff folded over the arch. I'm trying to get into this crease here. I am going to do some restorations on her while this denture is 3D printing. That's usually what I do. If she has a cavity on the distal of 19 and they're on to the cuspid facial, I'll just go ahead and do those while these are printing. Now, one thing I'm going to say with the AI on, you can get good distal extensions. It's not as good as with AI off, but it's not a full denture, so I don't need to get into the retromylohyoid fossa as deep as I need to with a denture. But with the partial denture, the AI on actually is really great. So now that we have that, we're going to go ahead and scan our relined old denture. This patient came in with a loose fitting denture. She is not happy with the denture. We went ahead and put some Ivoclar light body polyvinyl siloxane in there. And this is, again, all real-time scan speed. It's a Lambo. It flies on everything that I put to its test. It's just going to, honestly, it surprises me every time I pick it up. But here we have now the pattern that I use. We get the intaglio surface, then we get the borders, then we get a slight buckle. And it's important to follow the pattern. When you come to Mod and you learn how to do digital dentures, you learn these techniques. We do often do a live patient denture. I'm excited about this because one thing that I think people struggle with is connecting the dots of, okay, how do you go from this to design, to printing, to finishing, to delivery in, a 2.5 hour, 3 hour appointment. Now, one thing that's really important is the scan pattern of the denture here, especially if you're going to actually try to do a copy denture, which very rarely do I do a copy denture because usually the teeth are worn out, the aesthetics aren't really that great. So I kind of just use this honestly as a record base. I actually used the intraoral scan of the edentulous maxilla to fabricate my new denture because I find it fits better than using this reline denture. The fits are way better the way that I teach it with adding selective pressure back in the design. And I teach you how to find the borders on the scan. Now, this is what I use to design my denture, this maxilla scan. And let's look and see now how we capture the bite. The software in Shining will automatically merge the denture scan to my maxilla scan, intraoral scan. And then what it does is it allows you to capture the bite with the denture in place, and all of the arches will then come right into the proper vertical. Now, if the patient had collapsed vertical on their old denture, all you do is just take a little bit of an open bite at the new desired vertical, and it will come in right like that. Now, I like to use face scans as a way to change the aesthetics on my new design. So here I have my newly designed teeth in the patient's face. The face was merged to the old denture. And I am actually designing on the edentulous intraoral arch scans here, not using the old denture for my fitment. Now, look at this amazing design here. This was done in about 10 minutes. I can't wait to show you guys these workflows because I think they're just going to change the way that you think about dentures. Honestly, they're going to make dentures fun. And this is really what excites me, is making dentistry low stress, predictable, and fun. And the patients are in love with this kind of stuff. I can't wait to teach you guys this at the Mod Institute.